Do you want to start an Airbnb but don't even have a property to begin with? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain how to start an Airbnb using other people's properties in just 10 easy steps. You hear countless real estate investors such as Grant Cardone and Noel Randall talking about how you can make millions with Airbnb rentals. But for the casual investor, we might not even have a property to begin with. So, let me break down just how you can use rental arbitrage and property management to create an entirely automated Airbnb business. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button so you get notified every time we drop a new video. But how does Airbnb work? Is a service. Airbnb, originally known as Air Bed and Breakfast, is a service that lets homeowners rent out their spaces to travelers looking for a space to stay. Travelers can rent a space for multiple people to share, a shared space with private rooms, or rent the entire property for themselves for the duration of their stay. It is also an online marketplace that connects people who want to rent out their homes with people who are looking for accommodation in specific locations. It is an easy and relatively stress-free way for property and even non-property owners to earn some income. Airbnbs are usually the first choice for travelers because they get to enjoy local homes for a more local experience. And generally, Airbnbs are cheaper than hotels because there is no payment for the overhead costs unlike hotels. You don't need to own or even be renting a property to make money on Airbnb. Follow these 10 steps to make money on Airbnb without owning property. Step 1. Managing properties. Property management is a very good option for individuals with lots of free time. The owner of the Airbnb will hire you to manage everything about the property. You will check in guests, reply to guest messages, and turn the property over after each booking. You'll generally be in charge of each guest that stays. There are many property owners that want to start an Airbnb, but they simply don't have the time for it. You'll be paid between 10% to 20% of the booking amount for your efforts. If a one-night booking is $160, you'll get an extra $16 to $32 per night. If a one-week book is $1,120, you get between $112 to $224. Now, imagine you have 5 other Airbnbs you're managing. I'm sure you get the idea by now. Step 2. House sitting and Airbnb. Now, all you need to find is an Airbnb where the owners usually travel away on holidays, most especially in the winter, and offer to house sit their Airbnb during their period of absence. A percentage for payment will have to be drafted between the house sitter and the owner, usually based on the bookings they receive. Trust me, this is not a bad deal, and all it takes is a little bit of communication with individual hosts on the platform until you get a yes answer. Number 3. Rent a furnished property. This step may appeal to you if you really want to run your own Airbnb, but don't necessarily have the funds to do so. A lot of times, a furnished rental property will come with everything you need to set up an Airbnb. Cost for the startup will also be minimal compared to actually buying a property, although you'll have to provide some basics like coffee and tea out of your own pocket. The only issue you might face is getting the landlord to agree to sublet their property as an Airbnb. You need to check out your local laws and regulations, as it isn't allowed in some cities. Besides that, it's an interesting way to make money on Airbnb that many people are currently going into. Step 4. Co-host with an established Airbnb owner. Co-hosting an Airbnb property is similar to managing one, except that you are more of a consultant than a manager. The title will actually come in handy because some states and countries make it quite hard to be a property manager for Airbnb. Sometimes it's not even allowed. The role of a co-host is more of a helper to an established host. While your jobs might be the same as being a full-time manager, it doesn't come with all the paperwork, and it's more suited to the everyday person that wants to get into the Airbnb business. Usually, the host will reach an agreement with you and allocate a percentage that Airbnb will send to your bank account. Step 5. Become an Airbnb cleaner. One of the most time-consuming parts of running an Airbnb is the cleaning. This is the #1 job that hosts a source for which leaves a lot of open opportunities to make really good money. Websites like Craigslist usually have a large number of people advertising for help. Trust me, there is certainly no shortage of customers. You can either set your own price payment to be per hour, per room, per property, or per month. If you could potentially clean 3 properties per day, that's a very solid income, and one of the ways to make money on Airbnb without owning property. If you know anyone interested in taking advantage of these deals, share the video and hit the subscribe button for me. Number 6. Airbnb Experiences. Airbnb Experiences are one of the steps to make money on Airbnb that doesn't require a huge amount of time or capital to put up. Examples include hosting a cooking class in your kitchen, organizing a walking tour of your city, a hike to a hidden valley, teaching people how to prepare snacks that are native to your local area, a tour of the best hotspots and nightlife around town. The list is endless, so get creative and think like a tourist. Number 7. Approach property owners looking to rent. This tactic is very similar to that of renting a furnished property as an Airbnb, except this one doesn't require you to take out a lease. Now, what you do here is you approach a landlord that wants to rent out their property. You will then start a conversation with them about how much more income they'll make renting their property out as an Airbnb. This will get the homeowner's attention, and they definitely want to know more. You can then talk about your offer to run their place as an Airbnb. You won't be renting, nor would you have to make payment for any bills or amenities. You are simply running their property for them and then getting a cut. You get all the rewards, just without the risk. The hard part is going to be finding the right landlord, but websites like Craigslist or Oodle are the best places to find them. Step 8. Airbnb Referral Program. This referral program is open to any Airbnb user. A unique referral link is available for you when you sign up to Airbnb. You can share this code with your friends and family and earn rewards. This unique link will give your friends and family a few dollars worth of credit when they sign up and book a house for the first time. Once they make a booking, you also get some credits as well. The same thing applies to hosts. If you're a host and you refer another host, you both get rewards. It may not be big enough for large expenses or expenses in your day-to-day lives, but if you love to travel, it would definitely help pay for your accommodations. Step 9. Airbnb Affiliate Marketing. Affiliate marketing refers to when a person advertises a product owned by someone else and gets a cut when the product gets sold. The website TripAdvisor is a very good example. Their website advertises hotels from all around the world and always gets commissions from every room that gets booked. In theory, to be an Airbnb affiliate, you would advertise users' listings to potential guests and travelers, and if they get booked, now you get a cut. Becoming an affiliate for Airbnb is not for everyone though. You need to have a website with over 1 million hits per month for them to even consider you as an affiliate. Plus, your website has to be relevant to the field of hospitality and have an audience willing to book accommodations. Step 10. Become an Airbnb photographer. Becoming an Airbnb photographer is another creative way to make money from Airbnbs without owning one. Freelance Airbnb photography means you have to get listed by Airbnb or advertise your services using platforms like Fiverr and Instagram. There's the added advantage of getting flexible work hours and opportunities to meet new people. Some of the steps are a little harder than others, and some require a sales pitch. But if you are prepared to work hard, you can quit your 9-to-5 job and make a living out of Airbnb or as a side hustle on Airbnb without owning property. Subscribe to the channel and drop your thoughts in the comment section. But I actually have the best strategy to get started in Airbnb arbitrage listed in this video next. So click the video on the screen now, and I'll see you in the next one.